is here for you. To schedule a no-cost and confidential appointment, visit choiceschattanooga.org.
Don't ignore the signs of a settling foundation. Foundation damage is serious, and it won't get better on its own. Ramjack will help you protect the value of your largest investment. Call for your on-site evaluation. Ramjack, the foundation repair experts.
Isn't this a lovely space where we are this morning? Let me tell you where we are this morning. We are at Closet Solutions right next to Costco, talking with store manager Kelly Pennington about how all of this beauty you can bring into our homes. So thank you for welcoming us in.
Well, thank you for coming.
I love the fact that at Closet Solutions, you are local. So when y'all are going into someone's home, and you can do many things within that home to help it get organized, you're bringing local people to help your local customers.
Yes, we're not a franchise, so we live here, work here, and we're able to bring our expertise into the home with any area that you're interested in having done, whether it's your custom closet, your laundry, pantry, office space, Murphy beds, garages, all kinds of things.
So organizing and customizing really is becoming, in some ways, the new normal.
Yes.
The customization, and it doesn't have to be as nose in the air as people once thought.
No, we have the broadest selection of products to choose from. So we have the wire, your Freedom Rail, which is another type of wire, just more of an upscale wire. And then we also have Simple Shelf and our Builder Select line and our Signature line. We're able to accommodate not just the retail customers, but also the builders as well.
I love your background because, like me, you stayed home with your kids for a long time.
I did, yes.
So when you're a stay-at-home mom or a mom, period, you learn a thing or two about organizing. I can work wonders with a cereal box, right?
Yeah.
But your kids grew up and you went back to pursue your interior design thumb and found your way to Closet Solutions up in Knoxville.
Yeah.
So you really understand the plight of your customers because they want their life to stay neat, but if you don't have the right tools, you can't do it.
Absolutely. And so the designers that go out, we're, well educated, we know what we're doing. We can look at the space and talk with the customer and see what they're wanting to store and get organized. We look at how much double hang they need. That's our building block in a closet. That's your volume maximizer. So once we move from there, we look at your long hang. Some people don't need long hang. Some people need a lot of long hang. And then after that, we're looking at do you store a lot of handbags? Do you have a lot of shoes, hats? So then we're looking at your shelf space. And then lastly, we like to look at the laundry storage, and we have 5 different options for the laundry, just from your wire basket and your cloth basket tilt outs, and then also those options come in a pull out as well.
Let's talk about that tilt out and pull out, because you also intend for your closets, we'll focus on that for a minute, to be maneuverable with time. So they're intended to be adjustable if you need them to be, right? So as you get older, if you're having a hard time reaching for something, it can be lowered.
Absolutely. We have mechanisms that are pull downs that we can actually pull, and the rod will come down to your level.
It's difficult for me to not continue to focus with you on the closets, but I think we're going to save that for a second conversation when we have a chance to come back out here. But you touched on some things about, your garages and pantries and all different, the Murphy bed space, that kind of thing. You really just need to come into someone's life to see how you can make it better, no matter the space.
Yes, absolutely. And we take everything into account when we go into that space.
You also believe in giving your customer as much comfort as you can, so y'all have something called CAD.
Yes, that's a program that allows us to, once we've done the measurements, we come back to the showroom and we put all the measurements into the computer and we start the design process based on the questions that we've asked and the things that we've seen within the home. And then we'll have the customer come back to our showroom. That way they can really get a hands-on look not only at the product itself firsthand, but they can sit down with us and look at the program in 3D. And so they get to see their space kind of in real life, you know, and we can see everything that they need to look at.
When you come here to the showroom, and they're also unique in that you can come here to the showroom, even if you're just in the beginning stages of thinking about this, you can come and be inspired and kind of get some ideas.
Absolutely.
But really, it's as customized as you want it to be. You've got the finishes that are different, the door pulls, the handles.
Yes. We have what we call our standard, and that comes with any design. It's included. And then we've got a selection that you can upgrade. So if people want to, you know, get a little more fancy, then, you know, we can accommodate that as well.
It is an investment that you're making in yourself. I told you a story. I organized my kitchen on Sunday, and my husband began the morning by thinking, "What are you doing, Julie?" And then by the afternoon, when I was still working on it, he said, "Oh my gosh, this is so nice." But it's intended to make your life more functional for you.
Yes, absolutely.
You have a lot of peace if their space is pretty.
Yeah, and functional, and we really gear ourselves into making sure that we're utilizing every space that is available within, you know, whether it's the closet or the laundry or pantry. We really want to maximize that space.
I guess regardless of the area you are looking to organize, unless it's your kid's bedroom, it's kind of a multi-use area. I mean, people are going to be, the whole family or both people in the couple are using it. So do you want to hear from everybody about how they use that space?
Yeah, typically though, it's mainly the mom and dad or husband and wife,
Yeah.
you know, that we're dealing with.
But it is important for them to both be there.
Typically, yes.
Typically. In terms of a turnaround time, is there an average like consult time, and then by the time they kind of pull the trigger to have y'all come and do it?
So we'll get out to them usually within the week that they call, and we like to have those designs turned around within 24 to 48 hours.
Wow.
And then once they're, you know, they've made that decision that they want to move forward, then it's anywhere from 5 to 7 weeks that we get the product to them if it's a special order. If it's what we call our Builder Select line, we keep that in stock, and that is 15% less than your custom order.
Wow.
And so we're able to get that to them much faster.
And I tried to press her a little bit just for my own edification on a general ballpark of a price. Truly, you couldn't give me one because you weren't trying to be evasive.
No.
Each project is its own, but you try to work with what your customer's looking for
Yes.
to create it within their budget.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
we can accommodate anybody's budget.
One thing I did not mention, but I would like to, is that you are veteran owned.
Yes, we are a certified veteran-owned company.
What does that mean to be certified veteran owned?
We've been certified by by the military.
Okay.
That, yes, our owner has served the
Okay.
military. So.
And I do want to say, I think I've said this already, but I'm going to repeat it. I know it's true of your closets. It might be true of other things that you can do in the home, but there is a pull out or a pull down ability, so that if perhaps you're in a wheelchair, if you just have some heavy arthritis in your shoulder and you can't reach up, they really can allow it to be as accommodating as you need.
Absolutely, yes.
You prefer to, I can't believe I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to give you the website, but they want you to call. You have a real life person who answers the phone.
We do, absolutely. And you could even talk to the owner if you wanted to.
So you're welcome to go online and see more about them, but if it comes time to making that appointment, just call them. They will happily set up a time to come to you. You're always welcome to come into their showroom as well. They're very proud of it, and they should be. Isn't it a beautiful place? So there's the address and the phone number. Come and see them next to Costco off of exit 353. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
Charles White grew up in segregated Chattanooga, but he had a dream.
Man, we gonna play on that field one day.
And play he did, making history and breaking barriers. His remarkable life and thoughts on today's challenges. Today at 4 on Local 3 News.
Hello, I'm Kevin Bragg from Bragg Weight Loss. We change lives every day. I would